towards me.
Bro, jump on the grass.
I began jogging, my feet clapping.
You don't have
against
to
the
run
pavement
on the
and my
road,
breathing
dude.
getting heavier. The jingle played again, slower this time.
I would have ran,
provoking
over the
jingle.
zigzagging and
I
ran
turned
on
on
with a tree.
Maplewood Street,
Okay, there
a
you go.
shortcut to my house. But before I reached the intersections, the truck
What?
was already parked there, conveniently
Parked
blocking
there?
me from
How?
escaping. I froze. The driver leaned halfway
finna just
out
give
of the
you-
window,
he's finna give you ice
his
cream
face
watch.
drenched in
Well,
shadows,
here you go.
eyes glinting in the dim light.
I said you could use one.
said, "It's on
See?
the house."
I knew it.
His
You
voice
can't
was
force
lower
some,
now,
like, don't force the
guttural
ice cream.
and threatening.
Ah,
My
that car's
throat
dusty,
tightened.
crusty,
I turned
and
ran like
busted.
hell.
You don't want no
My
ice cream
legs
from
burned
that
as I
truck. That
sprinted,
truck probably got
but I
ice cream that
didn't
got
dare
roaches
slow
in it.
down. I cut through the park again, hopping over a bench and
Dang!
pushing through overgrown bushes.
Bro could
The
be
truck
running track.
barreled onto the sidewalk, tires screaming, nearly clipping me. I stumbled onto Willow Lane, a deserted residential block. The street was eerily empty.
Hello, Wine Squad, and welcome back to this channel. If you don't know who I am WineLights, and today, you guys, we're doing things a little bit different. Today, we're actually going to be reacting to some animated horror stories. Yes, I am super excited, but I'm also really scared because it's animated. So we're gonna see the visuals, you guys. But yeah, today's video is actually on 3 true ice cream truck horror stories animated. Now, I haven't been to an ice cream truck since I was like really little, and back then ice cream was really cheap. Now these days, I heard that ice cream sandwich could be like $5. Really, $5? That is crazy. Back in my day, it used to be like 50 cents, like for real. But yeah, anyways, definitely shout out to IMR Scary Tales for actually uploading this animated horror story. I'm gonna have a link to this down below in the description area so you guys can click on and watch it for yourselves. But for now, go ahead and grab your snacks, grab your drinks, and sit back, relax, hopefully. Let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, story
The air was
one.
thick with the scent of freshly cut grass and rain-soaked pavement as I walked home from my basketball practice.
I can't even
Sweat
talk.
clung to the
It's
back
so
of
loud
my
in my ear.
neck,
I'm
and
just gonna turn
my
it down for
legs
you guys.
ached from sprint drills.
Oh,
my
he got
hoodie
that
was
sweat.
damp, sticking to my back.
Dang.
I was tired, but the shortcut
It must have
through
been the
Willow
summer.
Park would get me home faster.
Or
As I cut
you
through the
could
narrow
call,
path, I heard
an
it,
Uber.
the familiar jingle, faint but
Jingle?
recognizable. An ice cream truck. The melody floated through the humid evening air, but something was off. The music sounded sluggish, distorted,
Why
almost
sluggish?
broken. I wiped the sweat from my brow and glanced toward the road.
Bro,
the pale blue truck rolled
This
into
is
view,
why you're
its
supposed to
headlights
bring
cutting through
water
the
with
dust.
you when you're at the
The
park,
once cheerful jingle dragged unnaturally, warping into an
so that
eerie
you don't be
off-key
tempted by the
tune.
ice cream coming
I
your
slowed
way.
my pace. Weird. I
It is
mumbled,
weird.
glancing at the empty park.
Let
No
me
one
turn
was
it down,
around,
though.
just me and the truck. It pulled over, and the driver leaned out of the window. He was
There we
thin,
go.
with unkempt hair and
Alright.
sunken eyes.
Oh
His
no!
face
Look at
was
that face.
gaunt,
That's a
and his
demon.
smile,
He is
too
deleted.
wide,
Look at that. He
too
said,
toothy. "You look like you could use a cold one, bud,"
"Yeah."
he said, his voice gravelly and cracked. I stopped.
you like
There
you
was
could
something
use a
off
cold
about
one.
his smile.
Not
it
a
looked
hot
as if
one.
It was stretching and shrinking.
Uh-oh.
I felt nauseous.
Is
No
he gonna give it
thanks,
to you for free?
I said,
He
while
might.
fighting off a smile. But then I turned to begin walking away, my
Yep.
heart beginning to beat faster.
He's not
and
gonna let you get
faster.
away. He finna
Come
keep
on,
driving.
kid, it's on the
See?
house. I disagree.
Oh,
I
he says
gulped.
on the
I
house.
stole a glance
you
back
big
over my
back.
shoulder, and sure enough, he was still there,
Yeah,
staring at
don't
me and not
don't
blinking.
get that ice cream.
I started walking
Good.
faster.
Good.
Just then, the truck stepped it up again.
See,
and I
he
heard
thought
the
he
tires
had him one.
screech on the asphalt. I turned around again.
What?
And sure enough, the truck was creeping towards me.
Bro, jump
No,
on the
no.
grass.
I began jogging, my feet clapping
don't have
against
to
the pavement
run on
and
the
my breathing
road,
getting
dude.
heavier. The jingle played again, slower this time. A
I would have ran,
complacent, provoking
over the
jingle.
zigzagging and
I
ran
turned
on
on
with a tree.
Maplewood Street,
Okay, there
a
you go.
shortcut to my house. But before I reached the intersections, the truck
What?
was already parked there, conveniently
Parked
blocking
there?
me from
How?
escaping. I froze. The driver leaned halfway
finna just
out of
give
the
you-
window,
he's finna give you ice
his
cream
face
watch.
drenched in
Well,
shadows,
here you go.
eyes glinting in the dim light.
I said you could use one.
said, "It's on
See,
the house."
I knew it.
His
You
voice
can't
was
force
lower
some,
now,
like, don't force the
guttural and
ice cream.
threatening.
Ah,
My
that car's
throat
dusty,
tightened.
crusty,
I turned
and
ran like
busted.
hell.
You don't want
My
no ice
legs
cream from
burned
that
as I
truck. That
sprinted,
truck probably got
but I
ice cream that
didn't
got
dare
roaches
slow
in it.
down. I cut through the park again, hopping over a bench and
Dang!
pushing through overgrown bushes.
Bro could
The
be
truck
running track.
barreled onto the sidewalk, tires screaming, nearly clipping me. I stumbled onto Willow Lane, a deserted residential block. The street was eerily empty. No cars, no porch lights, no people.
Wait, are they all
My
abandoned? It's
chest heaved
abandoned.
as I pounded on the nearest door.
It looks
fists
abandoned to
slamming
me.
against the wood. Help me, please! Nothing. I ran to the next house. No
They're
answer.
all abandoned.
I turned around and
Was it
the
all a
ice cream
dream?
truck crept closer, headlights illuminating
People,
the
I'm no
entire
longer
street.
asking.
The driver stepped out.
Told
His
you.
boots splashed into a shallow puddle, and he
He didn't
stared at
care.
me with that same toothy grin, too wide, too forced.
Yeah.
Nobody's home, huh? He
Ooh.
cooed, tilting his head. That's perfect.
That's
I stumbled
perfect.
backward,
What do you mean
my
that's
hands
perfect?
trembling, but the man advanced slowly, like
What
he
an
was
ice
enjoying
cream.
it.
He got an
My
ice cream in
back
his
hit
hand.
a chain link
Watch.
fence at the end of the
No, no,
street.
no, no, no,
I
no.
glanced left and right. No way out.
Kick him
My
in
heart
the...
pounded in my ears. The man whistled sharply, making me flinch.
Wait, he got a dog?
You sure can
Wait,
run, kid,
ugh.
but you can't
Why
run
he
forever.
whistled?
He grinned broadly, his lips stretching back
I
in
have
a
a feeling he
nasty
got
way.
ice cream in his hand.
It was then that I saw them, his teeth, decayed,
Bro,
broken,
I
black
seen
at the
it from
gums.
far away.
I gagged,
He had to be up
and
that
then
close.
He grasped his jaw and ripped out a tooth.
What?
Cup. Blood poured from his gums and
Ew,
dribbled
why
down
did
his
he
chin.
do-
I stood frozen.
Oh, something's wrong with him
paralyzed,
for real, bro.
watching as he ripped out
That's not
another,
normal.
and then another.
You sure
He
this
threw
is
the
not a
jagged rotten
nightmare?
teeth on the road as if they were candy. Pop, pop, pop. His
Why did he
fingers
do
slick
that?
with blood, and he smiled even wider, revealing gaping,
Why?
bloody holes. He
He's now
reached
missing
out
more
his
teeth.
bloodied hand and wiggled one of the teeth between his fingers.
And put it back in his
You
mouth?
like sweets, huh? Want one of mine? I was backing
No.
up, my stomach churning like I would throw up. But he was quick, instantly taking steps to close the
Ew,
distance,
he gonna
running
grab
his
that
sticky,
dome.
blood-slick fingers on my hair.
Ew,
Pretty
told
hair.
you.
Soft.
He finna pull your
I
hair.
snapped. I swatted his hand away.
Why didn't you
gasping
just do
in
that before
disgust.
he
I ran
touched
down the
you?
street, sprinting as quick as my legs could move. My lungs burned, and I did
Gotta
not
run.
stop. The man
No.
didn't walk after me. No, he jumped in his truck.
Oh,
the
he-
engine roared,
he's
and
smarter.
the tires squealed,
I gotta
while
back
bright
up. This is
headlights
too much.
illuminated the alley as I made my way through a narrow
I'm
opening
scared.
into the next yard. My shadow was stretched as long as my movement was across a crude, unfinished brick wall. The
Go-
truck tires squealed as
I
it
don't
sped after me.
know.
I ran and dove quickly
Yeah, I was
through a
gonna
closed
say that
chain
way.
link
Yep.
fence into a dirt-covered yard. The jagged
That's
metal
fine.
sliced my
Ouch!
arm, and I felt warm blood soaking my sleeve while I
Ow!
suppressed
He
a
need to go to
scream.
the hospital.
I hit the ground hard in a dusty, overgrown, unruly backyard. The weeds brushed against my trembling legs while I crouched
gonna
as
hear a
low as
dog
I could
barking
to
or
conceal my
something?
body. Bleeding arm
I feel like
clutched
this is
tightly
somebody's,
against my side,
backyard.
trying to muffle shaky breaths. The ice cream truck skidded to a stop, a breath behind me.
But
and
didn't he see the
warped
rip?
skeleton jingle
Oh, he
echoed through
didn't?
the
He didn't
empty
see the,
blocks,
rip
rhythmic in its
clothing
broken,
piece?
offbeat, out-of-tune formation.
He's finna get somebody else.
A dying music
I
box.
bet you another kid was
I
missing.
squeezed my eyes shut and felt my fingers string against the raw flesh separation of flesh underneath in the palm of my arm.
That is so sad.
The headlights remained on, washing the narrow alley and wall, illuminating my faint shadow against the rusted dumpster.
Yep.
For a moment, I swore I saw the driver's silhouette, unmoving, watching me through the blinding light. But
Wait,
then,
what?
the
He's
truck
gone.
slowly backed away. Its tires crunched over loose gravel.
It got
the
somebody
jingle
else?
distorting
Oh,
further,
never
fading
mind.
into the distance. I exhaled sharply, my limbs trembling, unsure whether I had truly escaped or if he was just simply toying with me. But then I got sure that he's gone, and I'm not sure if it's forever.
That part, he knew what you look like.
The streets were empty, carrying the quiet that made you feel like you were the last person on earth.
Oh, bro.
I was walking home from
Why
the
is she
library,
looking like this
my
already?
backpack heavy with textbooks, when I heard it, the faint,
Well, I'm glad she
tinny
don't
sound
have-
of an ice cream truck jingle.
Oh, I forgot. I was gonna
It
say, why an
late,
ice cream truck?
way
This
too
is the
late
ice
for
cream
ice
truck
cream,
episode.
but the sound was weirdly comforting. I followed the music because my
I don't
curiosity
think
got
ice
the
cream
better
trucks
of
are
me.
supposed to be
The
out
truck
this
was parked
late.
near the edge of the
Oh, it's a
neighborhood
nice
with its
one.
colorful lights
Ooh.
flickering in the dark. The jingle
Dang,
played on
don't go
repeat,
near it.
which made it cheerful and eerie at the same
It's
time.
so beautiful.
Hello?
Dang, it would have got me too.
I called out as I stepped closer.
I wouldn't want no
The
ice cream
truck
though.
looked
But it
empty,
just looked
but the
nice.
lights were on and the music was blaring.
Mhm.
I figured maybe the driver was inside.
Maybe.
So I knocked on the window. That was when he appeared. A man in a
Wait,
mask.
what?
One
I
of
was
those
gonna say, he got no
creepy,
face.
featureless ones. Popped up from the back of the truck.
Uh-oh.
Before I could scream, he grabbed me with a grip like
He
iron.
grabbed you?
I kicked and thrashed as hard as I could, but he was too strong.
No,
He
you better
dragged
kick
me
him.
inside and slammed the door shut behind
What?
us. Everything went black. I woke up shivering, with my teeth clattering
Shivering?
so hard I thought they might crack. The
You're in
air
an
was
ice
freezing,
box. Oh, wait,
and
you're
I
in an ice cream
realized I
truck.
was in the truck's freezer compartment. My
Oh, wait,
hands
you are
were
in the
tied with a
freezer.
rough rope, and my breath came out in white puffs.
That
the
is
truck
scary.
was moving, with the jingle still playing. I could hear the driver whistling along, his voice muffled but cheerful.
Cheerful.
Hope you like Rocky Road, he said through a small vent. You're in for a rough ride. My
he
heart
crazy,
raced as I
crazy.
struggled against the ropes. That's when I saw it, a jagged
Saw what?
edge on a metal tray just within reach.
Oh.
I grabbed it and started
Don't
sawing
hurt
at the
yourself.
rope, with my fingers numb from the cold. The truck came to a stop, and I froze. I could hear the driver moving around outside.
Uh-oh.
This was my chance
Was
to
he getting
escape.
gas?
I slipped out of the freezer, hiding among the tubs of melting ice cream. The
Melting?
truck was
What
a
the
mess,
helly?
with tools and junk scattered everywhere.
You gonna
I
find a
held
body.
my breath as I listened for any signs of him. The door creaked open, and I
Uh-oh.
bolted.
Oh,
I
dang.
burst out of the truck with the
She
cold
said,
night air
"Yaga."
hitting me like a slap. Behind me, the masked man roared in rage, clutching his
he
hand
mad.
where I had stabbed him with the jagged tray. The truck's headlights lit up the forest, casting long, eerie shadows between the trees.
Uh-oh.
The
Wait,
jingle
he took you
played
to the
on,
forest.
with its cheerful tune now twisted into something horrifying. I sprinted into the woods, my lungs
No,
burning. Twigs
this is a
snapped under my
nightmare.
feet, and my thin clothes clung to my damp skin. I could hear
Yeah.
him behind me, with his flashlight
Oh,
seeping through the
no.
trees. Come on, sweetheart, he called, with his voice taunting. You're making this harder on yourself.
This.
I ducked behind a fallen log,
How is
pressing
this
a
true?
hand over my
First of all,
mouth
how do
to
they know this
silence
is
my
even
panicked
true?
breaths. The light passed inches above
This
my
is
head,
scary.
illuminating the mist swirling around me. I spotted a dirt road up ahead. If I
Okay.
could reach it, maybe I could flag down a car. I made a run for it, weaving through the trees with my heart
You're
pounding.
running.
My foot
Why
caught
the-
on
why
something
are
with a
face
big
built
thump,
like
and I
that?
crashed to the ground.
Bruh.
It was a tripwire.
Too
He had
late.
set up a trap.
Oh,
I
so he
groaned
planned
in
this
pain,
out the
scrambling
whole
backward
way.
as he emerged from the shadows, with his hulking form
She
silhouetted
gotta
by
be
the
able to get out
flashlight.
because, like, how
That
was she able to
wasn't
tell the
very
story?
nice, stabbing me like that, he muttered, shaking his injured hand. He reached into his apron and pulled out a rusty ice
finna
cream
get you to
scoop,
scoop out your
sharpened
eyes.
into a jagged blade. It's time for your special treat. My eyes darted around desperately, and then I
Yeah.
saw it. It was a rusty tire iron, half buried
How
in the dirt a few
convenient.
feet away. I lunged for it, just as he grabbed my ankle, yanking me back. I twisted onto my back and kicked, sending a spray of dirt into his face.
Okay, that's
I grabbed
realistic.
the tire iron and swung wildly,
Dang.
connecting with his knee. He
Ooh.
howled in pain, collapsing
Yep.
onto all
Get him in the
fours,
face now.
And I didn't stop.
Yeah.
I raised the tire iron
She
again
Uno
and brought
reversed it
down
on him.
his
Bah.
shoulders,
Keep going.
his back,
Bah.
and his
Yeah.
head.
Bah.
Over
Bust
and
that.
over
Oh, she
again.
bust his head.
The
like an
masked
egg.
man lay still, with the mud beneath him darkening with blood. I
Now
staggered
you
to my
the
feet,
one that did it.
panting and trembling. I stumbled onto the road, barely able to stay upright.
Oh, yeah, 'cause
A
you
pair of
fell.
headlights appeared in the distance. A car.
Oh.
It felt like salvation.
Wait,
I
is it
waved
really?
frantically,
Unless
with
she was
tears
there?
in my eyes.
Wait.
The car slowed down, and I felt a wave of relief wash over me.
Is there
The
gonna be a
car
twist?
door opened,
Why
and
her
a
eyes
woman
look like
with warm
that?
brown eyes helped me into the vehicle.
She looked
My
crazy,
whole body
too.
was shaking, my clothes mostly ripped and wet. She asked me if I was okay.
Okay,
I
she might
replied,
be okay.
I'm good.
You're not okay.
Just take me home.
Take
and
you
got
home.
in, my grip tightening around the seatbelt.
But you got
When
blood
I
all
got to
over
my house,
you.
I stumbled out of the car and banged on the door as hard as I could. My parents' face turned white when they saw
Yeah.
me, covered with blood, shivering,
It is
and
not
barely
your
able to keep my
blood.
balance. My mom
Dang.
wrapped me in her arms, weeping out loud, and my dad called 911.
He probably
The police
wasn't even there.
arrived in minute. I told them everything. The ice cream truck, the freezer, the woods.
It was all
The
gone.
police searched the area but found
Watch.
nothing.
Told
no
you.
truck, no man. Now, every single time I hear an ice cream
Okay,
jingle,
but his blood
my
is on
stomach
your
knocks.
clothes. Can't they
The
take some of that
police
DNA?
couldn't find him, but I know he's still out there, watching, waiting for when he could play again.
Huh? But you bust his head like 5 times.
I never thought my life
Make it
would
make
come to
sense.
this, driving a beat-up ice cream truck through the outskirts of town, trying to make ends meet.
Oh,
but
dang.
here I was, Roger, a guy in his late
That's harsh.
30s with more bills than dreams, handing
Ooh.
out cones to sick kids
More
at a care home.
bills.
The sun was setting as I pulled up to the worn-out building, with its paint peeling and windows fogged. The kids rushed out, their faces lighting up despite their
They want-
illnesses.
yeah, they
Caregivers
want ice
followed,
cream.
smiling as I handed out ice creams.
That's
It
so
felt
sweet.
good, like maybe I was doing something meaningful for once. But then I heard it. 3
Heard what?
caregivers frantically calling out a name. Daisy?
Daisy!
Daisy, where
Where are
are you? One of them turned to me, breathless.
What? She went
You
inside
need
the
to leave. Now.
the ice cream truck. Wait, what do you
Daisy's
mean?
escaped, and we need to lock the gates.
I didn't ask questions.
Daisy's
I just
in
got
the
into
ice
my
cream
truck
truck.
and drove off with that kid's
I'm
laughter
telling you.
fading behind me. The highway was quiet, carrying the kind of silence that makes you feel like
I don't
you
think
are
he
the
checked the back
only
of the truck.
person left in the world. The radio crackled softly, playing some old song I didn't recognize. I was lost in thought,
What?
wondering if I will ever catch a break. When I felt it,
I told you.
a cold, sharp blade pressed against my
She
throat.
said, "You say anything?"
Drive,
Oh,
or I will slit your throat.
dang
A
it,
voice
Daisy,
hissed.
play it.
I froze with my eyes darting to the rearview
Told you,
mirror.
just continue
There she
driving.
was, Daisy. Her wild
I
eyes
told
stared
you,
back at me.
they-
filled
he
with
should have let them
fury
check
and
the truck.
madness. Her hair was tangled, and her face was pale and
So she
streaked
ready.
with
She
dirt.
was ready
wore
to get
a
out of
torn
there.
care home
Something
gown
must have
stained
happened
with
in
dried
that
blood.
building.
I swallowed hard, with my hands trembling on the wheel. Okay, just don't hurt me. She did
Yeah.
not say another word. She
Nah.
just kept the ice pick pressed to my throat as I drove.
Stop here.
She ordered, pointing to a deserted stretch of road
Why
near an abandoned
there?
cemetery. I pulled over and she leapt out of the truck,
Yeah, let
sprinting
her
into the
just go.
foggy graveyard.
And he gonna take
My
off?
heart raced as I grabbed my phone and called the caregivers.
Okay.
She's at the old cemetery, I said, with my voice shaking. I'm gonna go after her.
No,
You're gonna
do
go
not.
after her.
It is too dangerous.
Then
One
who's
of
gonna go
them
after
shouted.
her?
But I could not just let her go. If she made it back to
That's
the road,
true.
someone else could get hurt.
He's
I
right.
grabbed a tire
He's
iron
a
from the truck
man, you
and followed
guys.
her into the cemetery. The place was a nightmare, with overgrown weeds, cracked gravestones, and a heavy mist that made it hard to see more than a few feet ahead.
The way he's walking,
My boots
he is
crunched
scared.
over the dead leaves, and my breath came in shallow gasps. In the
Yep.
distance, I saw her, Daisy's
dang, she's
pale
still running.
figure weaving between the gravestones.
She's like,
You're making it worse for yourself,
She doesn't even know
Daisy."
where she's
I
going, but
called
she's
out,
going.
hoping to reason with
Oh,
her.
wait, unless she's
Her
trying to go-
eerie giggle echoed
Wait.
back.
She's trying to find her mom or
I'm
something?
not the one you should be scared of.
What?
Suddenly, a gravestone toppled behind me. I spun around.
It did?
But no one was there. The faint crunch of footsteps made
She's
me whirl
gone.
again. I gripped the tire iron tighter, with my knuckles white. Out of nowhere, Daisy
Oh,
lunged
dang,
at me
she
from
said
behind a
Michael Jordan.
gravestone, slashing my forearm with the ice pick.
Oh,
I stumbled, clutching my
dang,
bleeding
where'd she
arm
even
while
get
she
that
sprinted
from?
deeper into
Oh
the
wait,
cemetery,
she got it from the ice
disappearing
truck, his
behind the
ice
crypt.
pick. You know, get the
I followed her
ice
footsteps
from
in the damp grass, with my
the
heart
deep
pounding.
freezer, like, you know,
The
around the
mist
sides.
thickened,
That's where she got
wrapping
it from.
around me like a
That makes
suffocating
sense.
blanket. Every shadow seemed to move, and every sound
Can't believe
made
she
me
stabbed
jump.
him.
I spotted her near an old mausoleum,
Oh, no.
with her small figure trembling. Thinking she was too weak to run, I approached cautiously.
Bro,
but
you're
she
too weak
vanished.
to run.
Before I could react, Daisy burst
Again,
from the
yup.
shadows,
She said,
tackling me to the
"Round
ground.
two."
We struggled violently, tumbling against broken headstones. She scratched and clawed at my face,
Yeah, she back in the
screaming
mines.
incoherently. I caught her wrist just as she plunged the ice pick toward my throat.
Oh.
Sirens wailed faintly in the distance. The caregivers
She's not
and
finna
authorities
stop.
were coming. Using my last ounce of strength, I slammed Daisy's hand into a sharp fragment of a broken gravestone, disarming
Okay,
her.
yeah.
She wailed like a wounded animal, thrashing against me, but I pinned
You
her
gotta go
down
to the
until
hospital,
the caregivers
bro.
arrived. They injected her
good.
with a sedative and she went
Oh.
limp. Panting and covered
She
in
was
blood and
wild.
dirt, I collapsed beside a gravestone. Daisy,
Unhinged.
heavily drugged, locked eyes with me as they strapped her into a stretcher.
Yeah, she said
her lips
she remembered you.
curled into a sinister smile.
Because she
I
liked the
limped back to
memories
my
now
truck,
that you guys
exhausted.
just created. She think
That
it's
was when
bonding
I saw
time.
it. An ID badge on the passenger seat.
Well, what
it
is
was a
it?
care home badge with Daisy's picture, but the name read Carly Rivers. My stomach dropped. One of the caregivers noticed the badge and turned pale.
That is not Daisy.
That's not
She
Daisy.
whispered.
Daisy's still missing.
I stared
But
at the
who's
cemetery
that?
with realization dawning. I had just spent the last hour chasing the wrong girl. From the darkness, Daisy's faint giggle echoed, unseen and still
Wait, so
on the
there,
loose.
so there was two girls in the truck? Alright, Wine Squad, this is going to be the end of my reaction to 3 true ice cream truck horror stories animated. Honestly, this was really chaotic. With that last one, let me know in the comment section, were there 2 patients in the ice cream truck? Like, Daisy was the one that planned it all out and told Carly to, you know, do all that and tell him to stop there, and then they both ran out. Let me know in the, oh wait! That it had to have been. Remember, he said that the gravestone behind him fell randomly. He didn't know why. The signs were there. This is so scary. I literally got goosebumps to you guys. But yeah, this is gonna be the end of my reaction to this animated 3-part story. Well, not 3-part, but like 3 stories. If you love a personality, drama reaction to this, make sure you hit the thumbs up, you guys. Like the like button. Also, comment down below and let me know what you think about these 3 stories and which one was the scariest to you. For me, I would say the last one was the scariest because, like, the twist was that there was 2 patients. I said patients, you guys, not just 1 but 2. And Daisy is still on the loose, and she's the most dangerous one. And also, if you haven't done so yet, subscribe to the channel too. What are you waiting for? Subscribe to WineLights Reacts for more reaction videos. Come to device near you. And one more thing, you guys, sign up today and become a Official Wine Squad member. The link to the membership is down below in the description area, so make sure you click on it and become an Official Wine Squad member of this channel. And with that, I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next reaction video. Bye!